Assalamu alaikum. This is Shoruk Mujumdar welcoming you to the English news from Btv Chattogram. Let's begin with the top stories. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman calls upon nation to join hands for creating safe Bangladesh for children. State to stand by women willing to be self-reliant, says Prime Minister's spouse, Dr. Zubaida Rahman. Commerce Minister inaugurates TCB product sale through 720 trucks across the country. Government working to improve education system, emphasizing technical education, says Education Minister. Iran's response to latest US proposal for ending war completely unacceptable, says US President Trump. And Bangladesh lead by 179 runs against Pakistan at end of fourth day of opening test at Mirpur. Those were the top stories. Now moving on to the details. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman urged all to join hands in building a safe Bangladesh for our children. He said this while addressing senior police officers at the Shapla Hall of the Prime Minister's office today on the occasion of Police Week 2026, reaffirming the government's uncompromising stance against corruption, terrorism and misrule. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman directed police officials to treat offenders strictly as criminals regardless of their political identity, emphasizing that there is no alternative to an efficient, brave, honest and impartial police administration for a government's success. The Prime Minister said when people face any danger, they first go to the police. Stating that the government wants to transform the police into a truly people-friendly force, Tariq Rahman said, this government wants a police administration that will be people-friendly and trusted by citizens. He said the current government certainly wants to ensure democratic political rights for the people. However, we all must remain alert so that no one can disrupt communal harmony or engage in sabotage acts.
আমরা সমৃদ্ধ, স্বনির্ভর, গণতান্ত্রিক, নিরাপদ, মানবিক একটা বাংলাদেশ গড়তে চাই। পুলিশ প্রশাসনে আপনাদের উপর যার যেখানে দায়িত্বভার অর্পিত হয়েছে সেই কাজটি গুরুত্ব সহকারে দয়া করে পালন করবেন। এবং তাহলেই আমি মনে করি ধীরে ধীরে আমরা অবশ্যই একটা দক্ষ, গতিশীল এবং পেশাদার পুলিশ প্রশাসন ধীরে ধীরে গড়ে তুলতে পারবো। বিশ্বের যে কোনো দেশেই একটা সরকারের সাফল্যের জন্য দক্ষ, সাহসী, সৎ, নিরপেক্ষ পুলিশ প্রশাসনের বিকল্প কোনো আছে বলে আমি মনে করি না। এর কোনো বিকল্প নেই। সরকার দুর্নীতি, সন্ত্রাস এবং দুঃশাসনের বিরুদ্ধে আমরা আপোষ করতে চাই না, কম্প্রোমাইজ করতে চাই না। আমরা দুর্নীতি, সন্ত্রাস নিয়ন্ত্রণে অনেক সময় আমরা দেখেছি আপনাদেরকে একটা সমস্যার সম্মুখীন হতে হয়। পলিটিক্যাল পরিচয় বা পলিটিক্যাল আইডেন্টি, ইনফ্লুয়েন্সিয়াল আইডেন্টি এরকম বিষয় আপনাদেরকে ফেস করতে হয়। আমি পরিষ্কারভাবে আপনাদের সামনে আজকের এই অনুষ্ঠানে বলতে চাই যে দুর্নীতি, সন্ত্রাস নিয়ন্ত্রণে ব্যক্তির রাজনৈতিক পরিচয় নয়। যে বা যারা অপরাধে লিপ্ত হবে তাকে আপনারা অপরাধী হিসেবেই বিবেচনা করুন। বর্তমান সরকার অবশ্যই জনগণের গণতান্ত্রিক রাজনৈতিক অধিকার নিশ্চিত রাখতে চায়, তবে কেউ যেন সাম্প্রদায়িক সম্প্রীতি কিংবা কোন রকমের নাশকতামূলক কার্যক্রমে লিপ্ত হতে না পারে, এটিও কিন্তু আমাদের সকলকে মনে রাখতে হবে। মানুষ হিসেবে বা অভিভাবক হিসেবে আমরা মনে করি যে আমার পরে আমার সন্তানের কি হবে, তার জন্য যদি একটা বাড়ি রেখে যাই, একটা জমি রেখে যাই, একটা অ্যাপার্টমেন্ট রেখে যাই, তাহলে বোধহয় সিকিউর থাকবে, আমার সন্তান সিকিউর থাকবে। আমরা কেন কখনো চিন্তা করি না যে কেন সন্তানের জন্য বাড়ি, জমি, গাড়ি রেখে গেলেই সিকিউর থাকবে, কেন আমরা একটা সিকিউর দেশ তার জন্য তৈরি করে যেতে পারবো না। আমরা যদি সকলে চেষ্টা করি নিশ্চয়ই আমরা আমাদের সন্তানদের জন্য সিকিউর একটা দেশ তৈরির কাজে হাত দিতে পারবো। আমরা যদি তৈরির কাজে হাত দিই, নিশ্চয়ই আমাদের পরবর্তী যারা আছে তারা, এমনকি আমাদের সন্তানরাও দেশটাকে সিকিউর করতে পারবে। আসুন আমরা সেই সিকিউর দেশটা তৈরি করে আমাদের সন্তানদের জন্য।
Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed, Home Secretary Manzoor Murshid Chaudhry, Inspector General of Police Muhammad Ali Hussain Fakir and senior police officers addressed the occasion. Later, the Prime Minister took part in a photo session with police officers. Prime Minister's spouse, Zubaida Rahman, said the state will stand beside women who want to become self-reliant. She made the remarks today while speaking as a chief guest at the annual gathering and fair organized by the Police Women Welfare Association at police lines in the capital. Speaking as a special guest, Home Minister's spouse, Hussain Ahmed, said Police Women's Welfare Association is a unique platform that reflects the strength and capabilities of women. Cultural Secretary Kanis Maula said the current government is continuing its efforts to empower women. Meritorious students were awarded scholarships and certificates in the program. Crests were also distributed among the top performers in computer training programs and winners of the stall decoration competition. The colorful day-long event turned into a festive reunion for members of police families through their enthusiastic participation. Trading Corporation of Bangladesh (TCB) has launched its nationwide sale of essential commodities today. Commerce Minister Khondakar Abdul Muqtadir inaugurated the program in the capital's Agargaon. Speaking at the event, the minister said the government is adopting special measures to reduce the influence of syndicates in the market. He also announced plans to monitor the entire supply chain from import to retail markets through AI technology. The Commerce Minister further said steps are being taken to ensure greater transparency in TCB operations through a fair beneficiary selection process and improved dealership management system. According to TCB, edible oil, sugar and lentils will be sold at affordable prices across the country through 720 trucks. The program will continue till 21st May. Under the truck sale program, each consumer can buy a maximum of 2 liters of edible oil at 130 taka per liter, 1 kilogram of sugar at 80 taka and 2 kilograms of lentils at 70 taka per kilogram. TCB sources said around 14,000 metric tons of products will be sold under the program, benefiting nearly 29 lakh people nationwide. Besides, subsidized products will continue to be distributed among around 72 lakh cardholder families during May. People concerned hope the government's initiative will provide some relief to consumers in the essential commodities market ahead of Eid. Education Minister Dr. A.N.M. Ahsanul Haq Milan said the government is working to improve the education system by giving greater importance to technical education in accordance with the election manifesto. He said this today while inaugurating the Pakistan-Bangladesh Knowledge Exchange Corridor and Education Expo 2026 at a hotel in the capital. At the time, Secondary and Higher Education Division Secretary Abdul Khalik and Pakistan High Commissioner to Bangladesh Imran Haider were present. The Education Minister said that there is ample opportunity to further expand educational cooperation between Bangladesh and Pakistan. The friendly relations between Bangladesh and Pakistan will advance further through education and culture. Ahsanul Haq Milan said that the educational and cultural environments of Bangladesh and Pakistan are quite similar. Therefore, this exchange of educational management between the two countries will expand further in the future. Testimony is being recorded in the Crimes Against Humanity case filed over enforced disappearances and torture at JIC during the rule of the ousted Awami League government against deposed Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and 13 others, including 11 army officers. The testimony began in the morning before the three-member judicial panel of International Crimes Tribunal 1, led by Chairman Justice Muhammad Ghulam Murtuja Majumdar. In the case, businessman Najimuddin, a victim of enforced disappearance, gave his deposition today. Meanwhile, arguments began today against four accused, including Awami League Joint General Secretary Mahbubul Alam Hanif, in the crimes against humanity case over 6 killings in Kushtia during the July mass uprising. On the first day, the prosecution presented its arguments at Tribunal 2, led by Justice Nazrul Islam Chaudhuri. The remaining arguments will be presented tomorrow. Earlier witness testimony in the case concluded on April 23rd. The tribunal recorded testimony from 19 witnesses in this case. The 25th International Conference of the North Indian Ocean Hydrographic Commission, organized by Bangladesh Navy, has commenced in Chattogram today. Chief of Naval Staff Admiral M. Nazmul Hassan inaugurated the three-day conference as the chief guest, highlighting the necessity of establishing a national hydrographer as an independent hydrographic authority at the national level. The Navy chief said the national hydrographer would work as a coordinating and regulating authority for the overall hydrographic activities of Bangladesh. Such an initiative would strengthen maritime security and would play an important role in blue economy activities and coastal area management. Assistant Chief of Naval Staff of Bangladesh Navy, also Chairman of the National Hydrographic Committee and the North Indian Ocean Hydrographic Commission, Rear Admiral Muhammad Musa, presided over, among others, Director of the International Hydrographic Organization, along with representatives of the member states of the North Indian Ocean Hydrographic Commission. Diplomats and high-ranking officials were present at the conference. Now, international news. Iran has responded to the United States' latest ceasefire proposal. Tehran sent its reply through mediator Pakistan as part of efforts to resolve the crisis and reach a lasting agreement between Iran and the US. Pakistani officials confirmed receipt of Iran's response. State media in Tehran reported that Iran's reply emphasized a ceasefire on all fronts with particular focus on the situation in Lebanon and the security of shipping through the Strait of Hormuz. President Donald Trump, however, has rejected Iran's response to the U.S. proposal to halt the war. Without giving many details, the U.S. president wrote on his proprietary social platform, Truth Social, that he read Iran's reply and does not like it, calling it completely unacceptable. After 40 days of fighting, a temporary ceasefire and talks between the US and Iran began on April 8th through Pakistani mediation. In the context, last week, the United States presented Iran with a 14-point proposal for a permanent peace agreement to end the war. U.S. President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping are expected to discuss a wide range of issues, including Iran, Taiwan, artificial intelligence, nuclear weapons, and trade, in their upcoming meeting. U.S. officials said that the issue of extending a key mineral supply agreement might also come up for discussion. The leaders of the world's two largest economies are meeting face-to-face for the first time in more than 6 months. Relations between the two countries have been strained in recent times due to trade tensions, U.S.-Israeli military operations centering Iran, and various diplomatic differences. Trump is scheduled to arrive in Beijing on Wednesday. The two leaders will hold formal meetings on Thursday and Friday. This will be Trump's first visit to China since 2017. According to U.S. officials, the U.S. and China may agree to create new forums to facilitate mutual trade and investment. In addition, China may announce major purchase agreements for Boeing aircraft, U.S. agricultural products, and the energy sector. Israelis have been protesting in the streets of capital Tel Aviv overnight against Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's government and the ongoing military offensive in southern Lebanon. The UK-based digital news organization Middle East Eye reported this on Sunday. The protests come amid domestic political tensions, ongoing conflicts in Iran and Lebanon, and a debate over granting concessions to ultra-Orthodox Jews in the military. Public opinion has become increasingly divided on these issues ahead of general elections scheduled to be held later this year. Protesters carried a variety of placards during the protests. Among them were "Stop the Genocide, Forget October 7th" and "Bibi Escobar." The latter slogan was a satirical take on Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu's nickname Bibi and the name of notorious Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar. Now news and sports. Cricket. Skipper Nazmul Hussain Shanto and Mominul Haq struck gritty half-centuries as Bangladesh tightened their grip on the opening test against Pakistan on a rain-hit day 4 at Sher-e-Bangla National Cricket Stadium. After rain washed out the entire second session with play halted, Bangladesh reached 152 for 3 in their second innings, stretching their overall lead to 179 runs, with Shanto unbeaten on 58 and Mushfiqur Rahim batting on 16. Mominul followed his first innings 91 with 56 in the second innings, extending his impressive run of form with a fifth successive 50-plus score. Resuming on 7 without loss, Bangladesh suffered an early setback when opener Mahmudul Hassan Joy was strapped leg before by pacer Mohammad Abbas for 5. First bowler Hassan Ali then removed Sadman Islam for 10.